Thank you for tuning in. This is Brandon. This is my channel, Brand on Films, where I review movies, films, television, video games, toys, kid stuff, Star Wars, comic books, all that cool stuff on my channel. So yeah, thanks again for tuning in. Give it a like, and I hope you like the video. The documentary film Gleason is the story of the retired NFL player Steve Gleason, who at 34 was diagnosed with ALS, also known as Lou Gehrig's disease. ALS, or amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, is a neurological disease that selectively affects the voluntary muscles of the body. Over time, the patient will gradually lose control over basic motor functions until they eventually are no longer able to breathe on their own. This documentary bravely tackles Gleason's life, starting with his diagnosis and following him through the progression of the disease as he makes a video journal for his unborn son to pass on to him once he is gone. This is a very powerful story about the strength of the human spirit and what it means to never give up. Trial after trial, we watch the deterioration of a man who was once a professional athlete and is still a hero to the city of New Orleans die a slow death over a period of 5 years, all the while still showing great courage, humility, and most of all, his humanity. I have never seen anything that spoke directly to my soul like this documentary film has. To me, this documentary is Steve's dissection of what it means to be a father and a man as he tries to teach his son about the type of man that he is through his journal entries. Along the way, Steve interviews his own father and opens up about his childhood. We get to follow the rise of Gleason's ALS charity, Team Gleason, and how he was instrumental in leading the way to fight for others affected by ALS. This was an emotional look at the life of one extraordinary man, and in doing so, this documentary will undoubtedly help others learn to cherish what it means to live, even in the face of death. In a sense, this movie is just about life, and how it should be appreciated and lived to the fullest. If you are someone who shows empathy when others are in pain or hurting, a characteristic more and more rare in this era of social media, then I must warn you that this film is quite the tearjerker. There are several instances in the film where you see Steve breaking down or cracking, and you cannot help but feel his pain and that of those around him. I cannot underestimate the importance of Steve's wife, who is also an amazing human being in her own right. I have to note that it was hard watching both her and him struggle and come to terms with Steve's condition. I feel so sorry for her loss and anyone that's had to lose their soulmate. I have to give her credit for her strength. She showed it throughout the footage, and he really chose a good one in his wife, Michelle. In conclusion, it is easy to be down on yourself and have things that have happened to you hold you down, but this film teaches us about perseverance in the face of hopelessness. If you knew you were going to die within the next 2 to 5 years, what would you do? Steve Gleason had more spirit and fire in him than any average human being. An old saying goes, "The candle which burns brightest only burns half as long." Please check out Gleason, currently airing on Amazon Prime. Thank you for watching Brand on Films. Please leave a like below and comment. Thanks for watching.